Good morning, Horacio. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Chris. How you doing this morning? I'm doing great.
I'm good. Okay, let's start. Good morning, RGV. Good morning, business owners and entrepreneurs. I'm Christopher, your host for today. And welcome to our Thursday live chat where we are bringing our business owners and other resource speakers to help and for you to get some insights on running your business, for you not just to survive but to thrive on the ongoing COVID-19 crisis. But before I introduce our speaker, let me just go ahead and tell you something about our company and about myself. I'm Christopher. I'm a migrant. I came here 2010. I'm a full-time employee before in a bachelor's degree in nursing. Used to work in the hospital. But then, of course, there's a crossroad where I realized I would like to be an entrepreneur. But ever since high school, I've been selling so many things in able to survive and make ends meet to send myself in school on top of the scholarship that I'm getting. I said once I get here in United States, I would like to build my own business and to provide opportunities to others who would like also to run their business. That is why I always bring a lot of people that can share their experiences. And our company is Wyco Tax. We are an all year round, all in one tax payroll bookkeeping service solution. I am the founder. At the same time, I am an IRS certified acceptance agent. For the past months of the COVID-19 situation, we have handled more than or almost 500,000 of EIDL PPP, and now we are working with the forgiveness. Our current WICO tax performance report, we have given or we have processed more than 4.5 billion of tax credits and deductions. We are also a tax resolution service where we handle different audits for business and individuals. That's why we are thankful for all the referrals, because through these referrals from you guys, we were able to sustain most of our employees in a full-time job. We do appreciate that. Also, if our advocacy, the company's advocacy is to educate, because I know that if you get ideas on running your business, you don't really have to deal with everything as long as you know a little bit of everything. That's why anything that has something to do with your tax payroll bookkeeping, just follow us on this page and also subscribe on our YouTube channel, Wyco Tax, where you can watch the past webinars that we did. By next week, we have an upcoming webinar or the Thursday live chat. We will talk about the most effective ways to build a referral system. And our Wednesday webinar, this will be our last series for the emergency business funds under CARES Act. The topic, this is very interesting topic on how you can claim a quick tax refund based on your business losses under the CARES Act. That will be August 19. It will be presented in English, and of course our in-house accountant will present it in Spanish. If you want to see and download the pre-PDF for our tax bookkeeping checklist, go on our website wycotax.com and just type on our YouTube, just type wycotax, and please subscribe, because it means a lot for us to keep working and providing financial, of course, the paycheck to our employees. It really means a lot for everyone and our team. If you're tired doing it, your tax payroll bookkeeping on your own, we are here to help you. Just a disclaimer that this presentation is an informational purposes only. This is informal conversation. We are not giving any tax, legal, or accounting advice. We are not associated with any institutions that will be mentioned on this conversation. Therefore, let me introduce our guest and my co-host. I've known him since Toastmaster days. He used to be the vice president for education of Toastmaster. He's a good leader. More than anything else, I would like to salute him for serving our country as a previous retired Navy chief. He used to be he's the co-founder at Heroes Haven, the club president from 2020 up to 2021 of Rotary Club of Willacy County, and now he is the CEO at On Point Professional Service. He studied in the business management at Ashford University, then studied business at Columbia. Wow, talking about business. So you got to listen to him at Columbia College, went to San Benito High School, and now he's living, I don't know if it's living still in San Benito. All right. So no other than, we will talk about his business, no other than my mentor as well. He's a good coach and the leader, no other than our veteran, Mr. Horacio Maldonado. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Chris. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Can you tell me something about your previous work experience? I know you're a veteran, and then how did you come out with your business?
I'm a retired Navy. I retired in 2013, and I came back to Texas in 2014. And I was always been very interested in working with people, working with growth. So in 2017, I started the company in December 2017, and I want to give something back to the community, back to our leaders, back to our young entrepreneurs, something that can be tangible, something that can be used for them to be successful. Before that, I worked with the Texas Veterans Commission for like about a year and a half. We're helping veterans transition into jobs and employment and housing. And after that, well, I decided to go full time with my company, and I always said I should have done it earlier, but I'm very, very excited at where I'm at. I always try to use the principles of empower, enhance, and enrich in everything that I do with the organization, because it's not so much about the money, it's about the impact that we make for others. And to me, that's pretty much everything.
What have you learned? That's a good point, because you are a veteran. What do you think have you learned working as a Navy chief, applying to this business that you have right now?
I bring a lot after 23 years, 24 years, a lot of discipline, very organized. I bring a lot of my principles as far as, accountability, respect, integrity, honesty, loyalty. To me, that's very important because I bring all those pieces into the organization, and it actually suits out to who I speak as a leadership coach and trainer. I speak to a lot of people about their own accountability, their own discipline. The military has taught me a very good lesson in understanding what a person thinks based on what they believe. So it's all about a mindset. I bring that to the table, the mindset piece, because the way we think is going to be the way that we're going to act.
It's all about the mindset. You need to have like a winning attitude and a good learning attitude, and it's all starts in the mind. That's why they said the power of the mind can actually create things. And one thing that you really emphasize, it's a very good um, point, is discipline, right? You know what? I'm gonna share you something. This is I haven't said it to anybody before. That when I was choosing my career after high school, my two uncles are actually would like me to be in the Navy, like a general, because it runs to the family. And that's why one thing discipline that I remember is you have to wake up early, do 20 push-ups, do this like first thing in the morning. Is that true?
It has you have to be disciplined. There's certain standards that we have to maintain while you're in the military. So just like it's like in a job, you have like mid month performance, all that stuff. So you have to be disciplined in the aspect of you understand that things are going to be due at a certain time, and it's going to be your responsibility to ensure they get done. If not, well, just like anything else, there's always consequences to the lack of accountability.
Yes, that's correct. Talking about accountability, when you started the business, what drives you to start and build the business, the On Point Professional?
I'm driven every single day, Chris, by the sheer vision of helping and growing people. That's what I do every single day. I want people to come up with, especially now with our new normal. My vision is always the same. What can I do to make somebody else's life better, or what can I do to make sure that mindset is being programmed in the appropriate way that individual wants it. That's what drives me. I'm a very passionate individual that I believe on people. I love people, and I believe people have the ability to do pretty much anything they want if they set their mind to it.
Exactly, because when you said like when you keep asking yourself on how to add value, that is where breakthroughs is coming from. because you always want to think how can you add value to the current solution or to the current situation, right?
Mm.
Because they said the bigger the why, the easier the how. You don't need to really figure things out 100 miles green light for you to step and start. You just have to step out of your comfort zone, and that will be the sign of growth, and apply what you have learned for your previous job or your previous experience to have that right foundation. Now, because of that, we're talking about the situation. I know that the challenges will always be part of our journey, whether you have a relationship, whether you have a career or a business. What is the most challenging part that you are experiencing right now with the COVID-19 situation?
You know, Chris, the COVID-19 kind of sort of just threw a wrench in everything. So before everybody had to start working from home, I was already working from home. So the challenges to myself was now ensure that my spouse now working from home, I had to shift around my routine. The thing that I shifted was just my routine. And obviously the major challenge there was how can I now talk to people where I was used to talking to people in person. Now I'm gonna have to talk to them like Zoom or on a phone or on a text. And that's a challenge in itself because a lot of people are used to being doing that human interaction, doing that communication. Zoom does the job, but it's challenging. You know, technology sometimes doesn't work with us. We either don't have a signal or the Wi-Fi is down. But there's always trying to find ways how we can, understand the challenges, adapt to that challenge, and then move forward. So with me, it's all about scheduling. I have to schedule. I have a child that I have to homeschool as well. So I have to my business, my my school, my life, everything has to be organized. It's all about a balance. Now, balancing all that during the COVID-19 is a challenge in itself.
Yes, actually, that's what I remember vividly what Tony Robbins said. Complexity is the enemy of execution. Yesterday, I had the Rotary meeting yesterday. I attended the McAllen Rotary, and what they brought up in the table during this roundtable conversation was how to utilize the use of Zoom, because many of the members are not really equipped. I haven't really used Zoom until the COVID-19 situation happened, and they said, people find it very complicated and it adds up, although they would like to be as active participants for all the Rotary meetings. What hinders them or what stops them from doing is, like how to open the Zoom, whether they downloaded the Zoom. All of those are coming into play, and everyone is experiencing the same problem, because also it's not easy as it looks like about the participants. It adds more work than actually eventually getting there. So that's why it's a continuous improvement, right? At this time we are all on the same level field or play field, that we just have to adapt with the technology.
Hmm.
That's so now with your courses, and then I know you do team building, leadership, and management training. At this point, being a leader, do you think this is where the trait of a leader need to kick in?
Oh yeah, definitely, Chris. Right now, I think leadership needs to take the high note and the front line as far as leading people. And the reason I say that was because now leaders and managers, even supervisors, are tasked to deal with the normal, which means people are no longer with you. Now you have to manage them from their home or from a remote station. So you, as the leader, need to step back a little bit and be like, okay, what can I do now? They're working from home, they're working remotely, so now you have to switch once again. We always talk about mindset. You have to change that mindset. And now the leader has to be that proactive leader, the intrusive leader that's going to be like, hey, how are you? How are you doing? What do you need? What can I do? How's the day going? Is it going good? Is it bad? And the reason I say that was because COVID-19 has changed everything. And I mean the word in the direction, in how you talk to people, and how you place people, how you grow people. So at this point, like I said, let's steps back a little bit and understands that I need to manage my teams now virtually.
Right.
Which we were doing it in the office, which was great, but now we're doing it virtually. And once again, technology will, we have to understand technology is going to play a part in that. That is either going to make it good or bad for us at the end of the day. So leaders are, I said this in February when I was doing a class for USAA. Leaders are required even more than ever to step up, be that innovative leader, be that leader that has a purpose and a vision for their organization. And it goes the same for home. You're a leader at home. You have your spouse, your kids, your everything. You have to be that leader that wants people to be, around you. So we need more leaders to definitely step up their game today. You can see it, Google, Amazon, all
Yes.
these major corporations. They're shifting their ways in how they see leadership. I'm actually doing a class next month on the paradigm shifting of leadership during COVID-19.
Yes.
And it's we have to adjust to our normal new normal. We have to adjust as leaders to what can we do now with the current COVID and still move the organization and our people forward.
And that is what a very good point that you brought up. Do you think, like, for businesses out there right now that you're listening, are you a leader at this point? Right? Do you think being a leader is the most important or one of the traits that a business owner needs to learn?
Yes, you need to have. There's many ways, there's many characteristics of being an effective leader. What makes a leader is not a title, it's not a big fancy office. What makes the leader is going to be the impact that you make in others. You know, having that ability to ensure that the person that work with you. I always said this. Treat your people like an investment, not like a purchase.
Right.
Okay, when you're thinking like that, it's you're gonna start talking and being more about them. So it's to be an effective leader, you have to have the right people behind you. They have to be able to believe in you. They have to be able to trust in you. They have to understand that you're loyal to them, that you have your best interest. Small little things that can make a leader very effective, worthy to be led. Um, Mindset and delivery.
Yes, that's why they said that a leader, when you are a business owner, if you want to run or work on your business, you need to be a creative thinker. And part of leadership, the one leadership skill is you need to actually more visionary, being more proactive about predicting the next 6 months planning based on the current situation. That is why, as a leader, you have to empower your people, like with this current with the current situation or crisis. We don't know how or we don't know when is it going to over. The only constant things in life, one of the constant things in life is change. That's why you need to adapt, we need to innovate and automate, and that is the only way, is thinking forward and stop thinking about all the obstacles but thinking about the opportunities that may come out of the situation,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so for this one opportunity that you find, your service, I believe that, how do you offer your services now? Like virtually, or you still do seminars or classes?
Well, the seminars, that was one of the biggest things. As a leadership coach and trainer, I used to go watch organizations and conduct training in their facilities. Now, one of the my quick turnaround in the last couple of months, well, last 4 months, is I have to shift everything virtually. So I do all my courses virtually. I can do them one-on-one. I already have recorded sessions as well. If you just want to get the video and the worksheet, but I have the ability to talk to you one-on-one, or I will do like 5 people at a minimum. But as you know, the COVID-19 now, what it does is it's actually tasking us to do more of this, and it's very difficult as a trainer and a coach. Innovation is everything. We have to come up with innovative ways in how to talk to people, because as we know, not everybody's equipped to deal with Zoom. Not everybody's equipped to stand in front of a laptop for like about a couple of hours, because it's not not fun, I guess.
Exactly. So one of the benefit that I've seen doing this virtual is we were able to attend Toastmaster after Toastmaster from one city to the other. I always look that there's bright side of everything. just on your own home. I like you can attend for different Toastmasters in 1 week, maybe 5 Toastmasters event. You can go as far as San Antonio and make connections. Also, the Rotary are also advantage and benefits. All the webinars, you can just be there. Just right one click of the computer, you would be able to do virtual networking. And that's why there's nothing to lose at this point because we are pushed at the edge. And they said if you hit rock bottom, always remember that rock is a strong foundation.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can do your reach now is to me. There's no excuse in why you cannot do something now. I was talking. I was talking to one of my clients from Seattle yesterday, and he's like, "Wow, this we used to meet in person. Now I think I spend more time with them via Zoom. So it's all about adapting to the new change. You know, most people are not very good with change, but one thing COVID-19 has taught the world, and I guess everybody is, you have to be flexible with change. You
Yes.
know, and if you don't like change, it's going to be difficult, Chris. One of those things where I teach change and leadership.
What
My first discussion is to always say, are you ready to change based on the values and the mission of your organization? 99.9% of times, my clients tell me, "Man, I have no idea what to tell you, man." So it's very important.
exactly. So that's why I said like one good reason of our whatever we're going through is to have less excuses. Before, if you cannot attend the meeting or the webinar, you can say, "Oh, the car broke down," or "It's traffic." Right now, you're just on your room and have your phone, you have your laptop. What else? Your excuse like, "Oh, my wife don't allow me," or my husband don't allow me, but you're just inside your house, and that's why you can do a lot of networkings. It minimizes excuses but deliver more results. Now,
Yes,
yes,
that is exactly.
one thing that you've said on the on point professional is management, leadership, and team building is also part of your training, because I attended one of your trainings, or not just one but several trainings. Do you think having somebody like an expert to guide you with your tax, setting up a business like Waiko Tax, does it add value of running your business?
Oh yeah, definitely. It adds value because you're putting the right people with the right skill sets next to you. If you ask me about when you talk about the IRS and taxes and money, I'm like probably like the wrong person. I can talk, but I cannot do taxes. So it's good to bring the right people with the right set skills. Just like yourself, you know, bring you in. You have all the right tools necessary to have a successful experience and be guiding in the right direction. Because if I do not feel that, well, I need to be able to trust Chris Wyckoff to do my financials, well, that's a lot of trust. So it's a lot of relationships. So a lot of relationships are very unique when it comes to that. But you definitely need putting the right people in the right spots with the right mindsets.
Yes, that's actually very well said. That's not just like what you know, but what other people know will help you run the business. I've heard this from a successful entrepreneur. If you're the smartest person in the room, you might be in the wrong room, because you need to actually have people that are, for me, I need to find people that are smarter than me. If I
Mm-hmm.
cannot do marketing, I'm not going to study all the digital marketing aspect. I just need somebody that is much more experienced for the past 10 or 15 years that they've been doing that, because guess what, they would save you so much time, and eventually they would save you so much money of doing a trial and error approach. That's
Mm-hmm.
why we're bringing the right people, and you guys having here being our you being my colleague on our other events, nonprofit organizations. We brainstorm, we do this Thursday live chat, but even we're talking right now and nobody participates here, there are people that are listening, and
Yep.
anything small input could add value and create that extraordinary impact, or having that aha moment for them. Oh, you know what, this is the time that I need to find other people that will make my business grow. So at this point of our conversation of this Thursday live chat, this is the time that how would people find you and connect with you for your services?
They can contact me. They can use a message in our website at www.theonpointleader.net. Once you log in there, you can see some of our workshops that have coming up for the rest of the month. some of our services, some videos, and a little bit about what we do. I know, and I want to take this time, Chris, to one thank you for what you do. I've always been very appreciative, and you really make a difference within the community. You definitely set the bar high for a lot of people that when it comes on to unifying organizations and get the right perspective. Um, we're also doing a lot of workshops for this month, the next 2 months actually, but you can reach me there, or you can just text me at 956-200-2795.
Or okay, there you go. We actually put your number and then your link on our this Thursday live chat conversation. They will, guys, please always find and explore. There's no reason for you not to discover and find the right people that will help to train your team, because at this point we are doing so much things. And I would like also to thank um Horacio, an on-point professional, for finding time to share his expertise, his experience, and knowledge. Because you know what? We are on this together. We might be separated, but we are on this together for us to overcome the situation. And guess what? Everybody's success is our business. So again, thank you guys for staying with us for for this conversation on our Thursday live chat. Stay tuned for next week. Again, I'm Christopher, IRS Certified Acceptance Agent, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day ahead. Always be remembered, just stay safe. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.